Kill me! I'm here! Kill me!
Hey everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of Psycho, a flick that I just love. An Alfred Hitchcock movie, and I previously talked about his movie Rear Window, and I thought, why not talk about another one of the Hitchcock's movies that I enjoy so much, and to me, that is absolutely going to be Psycho. It's my second favorite film of his that I've seen, and I just think it's absolutely fantastic. I love so much about this movie. I think the characters are so well written and so well set up. I mean, by the end of this film, you know who everybody in this movie is. And it has a small cast. I mean, there's a few characters at the beginning that kind of come and go and what have you, but none of them are all that important. As far as the people that actually play a significant role in the film, in my view, you know who all of them are at their core. You know what their motivations are. You know kind of what their personality is like. And I just think this movie is so brilliant on so many levels. Now, this is a movie that came out in 1960. Generally speaking, I don't talk about spoilers in my reviews, but I'm going to talk about this movie a little bit more freely since it's, 57 years old at this point. But at the same time, I'm going to try to limit what I say because I don't want to ruin this movie for anybody who happens to have not seen it at this point. And, there's lots of movies of yore that are classics that are held up by people as must-see films that I haven't gotten around to yet. And so I understand that if you're watching this and that this is one of those movies for you, you're not going to want to have big things ruined for you. But at the same time, I think that there's knowledge of this film in the zeitgeist. Like there are moments of this movie that are well known. I mean, like I think pretty much everybody knows about that. So I just absolutely adore the fact that they create the character of Marion Crane. They set her up like she's going to be the lead of the film, only to dispatch her significantly before the movie comes to an end and really pick up from there and create a whole new lead character. And by then you've really well set up a potential antagonist who at that point you don't know who the identity is. I think that was absolutely brilliant and shocking, especially for back then. Like, you never would have seen that kind of thing back then. And even now, I think it's incredibly effective. If you see this movie for the first time, I mean, you're going to know that happens probably now, but even still, you can kind of get yourself into the feel of that and start really identifying with her, and then to have the rug pulled out from underneath you, it's really unsettling. And the way in which that she's dispatched, like the shots are all incredible, and I mean, there's so much made about the fact that you don't really see any gore or any of that kind of thing. It's just all implied. It's all put inside of your brain through the visuals, but not really spelled out for you. And I mean, that in and of itself is such an incredible achievement. And Anthony Perkins' performance as Norman is just so spellbinding and just such a great movie that I mean, there's nothing in this film that I don't really dig. I think this is definitely a must-see for any film fans. It's creepy, it's awesome, it gives you a really good adrenaline pumping moments. There's characters galore. There's so much to bite into, and this is a movie you can watch multiple times and get more and more from. That said, please, for the love of God, don't go anywhere near the Gus Van Sant remake. It's just so pointless and awful and ruins so many of the things that are so great. I mean, it takes some of the scenes that there's implied moments and really spells them out for you in gross and unsettling ways. It's just not a good movie whatsoever. And it's done shot for shot. It's like something that you could see a film student doing. And I mean, it's shot decently for the most part, I suppose, but just a complete and utter waste of time. So those are my thoughts on Psycho. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if you're a fan of it. If you watch Bates Motel, because I watched Bates Motel and it's in the last season and I'm quite enjoying it, let me know about that. That'd be cool. Hit that like button, hit that share button. It makes it much more likely that people will discover my channel because this will show up in their recommended section. That would be awesome. Please hit that subscription button, or subscribe button, I should say. Hit that notification bell, because if you're new here and you haven't yet, and you enjoy this review and you want to come back and join in the conversation, that would mean the world to me, because I just love talking to people about films. It makes my day. So other than that, you there. you have yourself a good day.